A year ago, I met a young quarterback named Jadis Lafono. He had skill, but it was a lot of raw, unrefined talent. This was the beginning of my journey as his quarterback coach. In this episode, his middle school that was winless for 30 years is playing for the championship. But we've been focused on something much bigger, developing his game so he has the best chance to compete on varsity as a freshman. This is how it went. The weekend before the championship was the 7-on-7 Tax City Showdown. This tournament was a great test for Jadis because they played against Air Apex, one of the best teams in the state and their biggest rivals from last fall. Both teams were matching each other drive after drive. Jadis was patient in making good decisions, even if that means losing a down on a sack. You live to see another down, and you never know what could happen on the next play. There's a reason this is such a big matchup. All of these kids can play. I was starting to wonder if either defense would even be able to get a stop. Overtime rules are longest yard. One play each. Whoever gains the most yards wins the game. Air got the ball first. They picked up around 21 yards, so it's now essentially 4th and 21 for game. Tim Woodard made an incredible one-handed catch to seal it. These teams matched up once again the next day in the championship. I wasn't there, but Parkland ended up winning again in overtime and took home the trophy.
Don't turn it and then go, just here.
Reflecting back on the last year, the progress is almost night and day. It may not seem that way from the outside. He's always been able to throw, but his ball placement and overall arm talent has improved significantly.
Short motion, short as you can make it. Out.
Some of the things we've worked on include his windup and release. Before, Jadis would let his elbow drift up, causing the path the ball travels to increase, elongating his motion. The fix was to focus on keeping his elbow just lower than his shoulder while he loads the ball, but still driving it high as he rotates through. When he used to release the ball, his hand would come off facing the left. In doing so, he was always fighting to not lose passes off to the right, as opposed to driving it towards the target and turning his hand over, so he gets his palm facing down just after the release. These are two relatively minor fixes, but they've cleaned up a lot of the mistakes that cause bad throws every now and then. Sometimes all it takes is a small tweak or a different way of thinking about something.
Okay. When you hit the top of this, load this left leg up. So you're here, you get to the top. So you gotta get your head on top of this hip to be able to load it to push.
Good, move. Bro, how old are you? I'm 14.
Can we go
Throwing
back?
it nice, bro.
Good ball.
You might be a problem in high school, I'm not gonna lie.
Give me the ball, Carter. We got Jamarcus Russell out here.
Well said.
Oh, look. Yeah. That's stupid. That's so dumb. That initial first 3 steps, you gotta burst to get out of trouble.
It makes it worth it if she
Good.
can.
That's a good rep.
Protect that ball.
What the? Now there's no yards after the catch. Also, I need you to keep your balance.
Bro,
I have terrible balance.
he jumped to try to catch that ball and then knocked him off because he threw it too hard.
That Michael Vick Powerade commercial, you saw it? We just hit him and it's like,
It's Michael Vick, right there, number 7. Ooh, I saw that.
hey, I want my battleship get back right now.
We've been playing a game called Battleship during long toss. The objective is simple. Throw a high arcing 3-ball and get it to land right on their head. It gets harder the farther you get and the more the wind blows.
Too low.
It takes a near perfect pass to win. Working on mechanics is worthless if the goal isn't to improve precision. Sometimes it's easy to lose focus of where you're putting the ball because you're thinking about your hips or your elbow too much, but accuracy has to be the underlying priority.
That's it. That was it.
Shout out to the sponsor of this video, Thread Performance. Jadis has been using Thread Performance supplements all season, not only to help with recovery, but also because they're extremely convenient and easy to fit into his busy daily schedule. These products include Daily Fuel, Daily Strength, and Daily Edge. Each product solves specific problems youth athletes face when it comes to nutrition. If you suffer from any of these issues on or off the field on a daily basis, it may be time for you to give Thread a try. Click the link in my description to visit threadperformance.com and check it out for yourself. The championship game was against Giadroni, Hunt's last test to cap off an undefeated season. The game kicked off with a different energy. Hunt was fired up. The offense was explosive and the defense was flying around too. Hunt got a quick stop, giving Jadis another chance to break the game open. Just when Hunt began taking off, Jadis made a rare mistake, a pick in the end zone. For a moment, you wonder, is this where the pressure catches up? The pick was the last mistake he'd make. It's not about making mistakes, they happen. It's about how you respond that matters. From there, it was all Hunt. Explosive plays, touchdowns, and defensive stops. This isn't last year's team that was clawing for respect. This is a team that knows who they are. Giadroni couldn't get anything going offensively. Every time they touched the ball, Hunt was there. Last season, they were on the wrong end of scoreboards like this, outmatched and overlooked. But this year, every opponent they lost to came back to get run over. In the fourth quarter, Jadis got a strip and returned it for a touchdown. And on the very next series, he got a pick. And with that, he was all done for the day. Business handled. This championship isn't just a trophy, it's a statement, a final exclamation mark on a season where they flipped the script completely. For Jadis, it's more than a title, it's proof of all the hard work paying off. The scoreboard said 43-0, but that number doesn't tell the full story. This was a team that used to get pushed around, but every workout, every practice, every setback, all built up to this. This chapter ends with a trophy, but the book is just getting started. Next year, it gets real.